Ha! I love this. Hello, hello again, and welcome to day 1508. Quote for today is Inconvenience clears the mirror. And what do I mean by this? And even before I do that, actually, I have with me my star speaker who is Pulkit, and he is so sweetly waiting in backstage. Hi, Pulkit.
How are you? How's
Good, and
everything
thank you for
going?
joining us. All good. You tell us.
Absolutely.
You're the one who's outdoors
I was
and
thinking about your
enjoying nature.
today's topic, and what inconvenience teaches us, uh, and I think it's a very interesting topic because over the last 3 4 days, what we have gone through, it all boils down to how we deal with situations and life in general, right? And especially when those are prickly situations, when we feel that things are not going our way, how you actually utilize that to lift yourself up. And I think that is a beauty that comes out of inconvenience.
True that, prior to setting this challenge, and this challenge is not just about the people who are onboarding, but also about myself, because I had begun to observe that I was delaying doing the lives. I hadn't set a time for myself. So for me to have picked a time that is convenient for you and to show up as per your preference means I need to chunk out that time for my task that I have set for myself. So this is beautiful as a learning experience. I don't know if you can see it. You're outside. I don't know if I've got red eye as well today. So I was looking in the mirror, my high five moment, and I was like, wow, wow, what a moment this is. So inconvenience definitely cleared the mirror for me.
I think the beauty of such inconvenience is that you end up finding ways. Like, I'll give you a small example again. I like to teach with examples, and one of them is this. I didn't have enough battery left in my phone, and I had to figure out how to join this session and have enough battery in my phone, juice in my phone. So when you seek it is when you receive it. If
True.
you're in an inconvenience position and you don't ask for help, or you don't try and figure out the solution, you will never get it. I asked somebody and I was able to charge my phone. And that was a prickly or inconvenient situation I was in. I think it's a blessing to be joining everybody with being in Goa and kind of be able to talk to the audience. In itself, it's great. But the fact that I had to figure out how to connect, I think that was the beauty of that inconvenience. That I had to ask, I had to let go of my shyness, I had to let go of who should I talk to and ask, and figured it out. So that to me is very important. You can look at that inner motivation as well, as you mentioned last time. How motivation can be used. So what did I do last time, or what will I do in future? I think that was a very fantastic analogy you had given at the last time during our session.
Thank you. Thank you. And you know what, Pulkit, when I say inconvenience clears the mirror, it also helps you understand where your shortcomings are, where your hesitations are, where you feel like, should I do this? Should I not do this? Where you want to stretch and where you want to stay in your comfort zone, because it really brings the real you out. It shows you what is important for you, what you would like to go the extra mile for, and what you would like to say, not worth it, and stay back. So thank you for doing that for us.
So yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And if I were, I'm imagining if I were to coach somebody who I was working with on a tennis court or with my startups, I tell them that make this a point, then nothing is going to come easy,
Hmm.
right? And why I tell them that is because the precursor of getting sincere towards something is having some reference, some fear of what can happen if this doesn't go right, right? So
Hmm.
it's very important to have a little bit of sincerity. I think fear probably is a little different word, but that inconvenience when you're put in, I think you'll find beauty that'll come out of it. For me, at least, it helps the clean the mirror in front of me when I look at myself. I think those are the areas where I can be like, hey, I surprised myself, you know, and I was able to deal with this situation. So
True.
there's a lot, there's a lot at play when you try and look into the mirror and clean it up.
Definitely. And I am observant of the heat and where you are. So I'm just going to wrap it up quickly. Thank you once again for joining us, Pulkit. This is fabulous. I made a mistake yesterday when I said today would be the last day. Today is just Thursday, which means you have one more day with us. And I'm so happy about that. One more day of conversations. And I'm so looking forward to it. Guys, if this conversation has been of value to you, please write in comments saying, I am persistent, because you need to be persistent. When it gets inconvenient, you need to be persistent. You need to understand which stuff is important for you, which is not, and like I said, which are the things that you would like to stretch for, and which are the ones that you're going to kind of let go of and say, it's inconvenient, I'd rather stay in bed, or I'd rather not do this, or whatever. Think about it, put it in comments. I am persistent. Thank you once again, Pulkit. And any closing comments before we sign out for the day?
Right. So I would like to close for my audience by saying, uh, couple of simple things. And the number one thing is that when you're looking at yourself and you're dealing with inconvenience, the biggest thing that you should look at is find that inner strength, whether it's from experience, whether it's from people around you. Your mind will tell you 10 different things. It will tell you to flight, it would tell you to fear, it will tell you to, freeze. But then where can you bring that strength from within or around you to get to deal with that inconvenience? Sometimes, yes, you have to look into the mirror and deal with it.
Yep.
So
Reminds
I'm
you.
glad that I was able to this series with you, Rukaya. I think it was
Okay.
fantastic. And I think to join with my audience from this beautiful paradise, I think
Hmm.
I hope everybody gets a glimpse of it where we are standing. It's a beautiful place
Would.
and not an inconvenience, but I would say a beauty of connecting with you all from wherever I am in the world.
Thank you. Thank you, Pulkit, and thank you everybody for joining us. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with us. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Lovely. Thank you so much for sharing. Woohoo. God bless.